Good evening. Before I get started reading, I'm going to splice in my edit of reading a message to Amanda a week ago when Adele's TikTok account blocked me. So, here. Okay, we're going to read this real quick so you don't have to. So, this is my letter as of a week ago when Adele's account on TikTok blocked me. Okay. Amanda still has not responded to me at all. So, all I said is good afternoon. I do apologize for disturbing you. I know you don't want to talk to me. The last word I got from you about the kids is that you'll never tell me no when it comes to the kids, and you know that I love them and I'll protect them with my life. Just wanted to confirm with you if you do not want me to have contact with the kids. I'm asking because Adele's account on TikTok blocked me today, and I wanted to confirm if it was you telling her to have no contact with me, or her choice. If you do not want me to have contact with the kids, I would greatly appreciate just a written statement saying that you don't want me to have contact with them. I don't want legal issues, and I don't want to upset you. But all the kids watch me on TikTok and YouTube, and I'm not saying or doing anything inappropriate. I'm just hanging out on camera talking about life and sharing good mental health stuff and other life things. So, with that said, I'm just being a good man and wishing them all well and enjoying their company as I hope they enjoy watching my videos. Again, I apologize for disturbing your day. I just wanted to confirm if it was her choice to block me or if you told her no contact with me. I don't want to have legal issues. I just want to say hi and stay in contact with everybody. Have a beautiful day. Okay, now we're back. Alright, so today's video is been planned. I didn't make a video all week because I wanted to hear back from Amanda. She never responded. Okay, so again, like I said, if I don't get corrected, I must be right. Okay, so the last word I got from her is, Jimmy, I'll never tell you no when it comes to the kids. I know you love them and you protect them with your life. Okay? She's refused to communicate and tell me no. She's never told me no. She's always told me, yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. But secretly, Allie informed me, enlightened me, that's not the case. Okay? So I'm going to read something here, and I want everybody watching to understand that it does not just pertain to the biological father. Okay? This pertains to the child's psychology of who they recognize as dad, or the dad energy. Okay? It doesn't matter who adopted the kids multiple times. Okay? And it doesn't matter if somebody got away with illegally adopting children. Okay? Just because they have somebody's last name does not mean they call them dad, or they recognize them as dad. Okay? So, for the dads out there trying to grasp for the kids' attention, trying to get their attention, like I have, what the other parent at home is doing is psychological abuse. Okay? It is abuse to the child, but it's also abuse to the parent, the estranged, the alienated parent. Okay? It is not healthy for the child or the parent struggling with the mental health issues of losing the family and kids and the whole life crumbling. You know what I'm saying? Like everything just, it takes a toll on your mind and your heart.
And this kind of psychological warfare really eats at you bad. Okay. So I'm going to read a few different things. I had to go backwards in my schoolwork to all the way back to child psychology. Okay. To find a couple of things. And then I found on a couple of psychological websites and a wiki. Another reference to the DSM-5. Okay. So, child alienation until 18 years old is abuse per the college course. Okay. Parental alienation is widely recognized by medical and legal experts as a serious form of child psychological abuse. The American Psychological Association defines it as a child's experience of being manipulated by one parent to turn against the other, resulting in an unjustified rejection and resistance to contact. Okay, that type of psychological warfare is happening with Aiden, Robbie, okay, and me. Okay, other type is unjustifiably telling the child you're not allowed to have a relationship with the other parent until they're 18. Okay, I'm getting there. This behavior is classified as child abuse in several jurisdictions and is considered comparable in severity to physical and sexual abuse due to the long-term psychological harm it causes. Per the DSM-5, includes parental alienation as a condition that may be a focus of clinical attention per section V995.51, acknowledging its negative impact on a child's mental health and development. Key aspects of classification include psychological harm. It leads to several outcomes such as depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and difficulties in future relationships. Okay, it can also include, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on camera, self-deletion. Maybe that's a little bit easier wording. Okay, I don't even like talking about that because, well, I've already made videos on suicide prevention. There, I said it. We'll just leave it at that for now, okay? But this kind of psychological shit to a child does cause those thoughts, okay? And it does the same thing to a non-custodial parent, okay? Legal statutes. While not all U.S. states have specific laws naming parental alienation, many courts treat it as a form of child abuse or emotional maltreatment, particularly when it violates custody orders. Okay. Duration. The abuse often persists throughout the minor's life, with effects continuing well into adulthood if not addressed through therapy and legal intervention. Differentiation is made between parental alienation, unjustified rejection due to manipulation, and parental estrangement, justified rejection due to actual abuse or neglect by the targeted parent. Recognizing the distinction is vital for appropriate legal and therapeutic management. Before I continue, some of this material may overlap and I may say the same thing over again, but some of this is referencing each other, okay, cross-referencing, okay, that's how you do science with peer-reviewed journals, okay, so peers review the study and do the study themselves, so they cross-reference each other, okay. Parental alienation is increasingly recognized by legal and medical experts as a form of child abuse, specifically psychological or emotional abuse. Definition. It involves one parent manipulating a child to unjustifiably reject the other parent, damaging the child's relationship and mental health. Legal statutes. Since 2016, some national jurisdictions have legally justified parental alienation as child abuse, viewing the psychological manipulation as harmful maltreatment. Impact. It causes long-term harm, including depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, and suicidal ideation, with effects persisting into adulthood. Distinction. It is distinct from parental estrangement from a child's rejection. It is a justified response to actual abuse or neglect by a targeted parent. While some international bodies and critics label it pseudo-concept, a growing body of research and legal precincts treat it as a serious form of family violence or domestic violence and child psychological abuse. Okay. Parental alienation is a theorized process through which a child becomes estranged from one parent as the result of the psychological manipulation of other parent. The child's estrangement may manifest itself as fear, disrespect, or hostility toward the distant parent, and may extend to additional relatives or parties. Okay. The child's estrangement is disappropriate to any acts or conduct attributable to the alienated parent. Parental alienation can occur in any family unit, but is claimed to occur most often within the contents of family separation, particularly when legal proceedings are involved, although the participation of professionals such as lawyers, judges, and psychologists may also contribute to conflict. Proponents of the concept of parental alienation asserts that it is primarily motivated by one parent's desire to exclude the other parent from the child's life. Okay, it's that simple. Okay. Some assert that parental alienation should be diagnosable in children as a mental disorder. Some propose that parental alienation be recognized as a form of child abuse or family violence or domestic violence. Okay. They assert that parental alienation creates stress on the alienated parent and the child. The alienated parent and the child. Okay. And significantly increases the child's lifelong risk of mental health issues. Parental alienation remains controversial both within the psychological community and the legal system. The psychological community has not accepted parental alienation as a diagnosable mental health condition. Critics note that alienating behaviors are common in high conflict family situations, such as child custody proceedings, but that the estrangement of a child from a parent remains rare. No, it doesn't. They assert that the research performed to date does not support the theory that parental alienation results in the harm described by proponents of the concept. That's somebody trying to hide the fact that they did it. That's what I just read, basically. They're trying to discredit it because they probably hiding the fact that they experienced it or they did it to somebody. Let's see. Again, the same thing. Parental alienation is widely recognized by legal and medical experts as a form of child psychological abuse that can persist until a child reaches 18 years old. Research indicates that this manipulation, which involves one parent turning a child against the other without legitimate cause, is a is as toxic and damaging as physical or sexual abuse. The DCM-5, section V995.51 gives this whole thing out again. We're sitting at 13 minutes. I flew through that pretty quick. So, I think I got it all. Yeah, I think I pretty much got it all. It's just kind of repeating information. And you can keep breaking it down more and more Barney style and really get down to different layers of the psychology. But what it really boils down to, what this is all telling me and you, is that the one causing these issues, the other parent, is the one with psychological issues that needs to seek out a mental health professional, because the psychiatric behavior that comes out is abuse towards the kids and towards anybody that the kids see as the dad energy or a safe person or something. Okay. And this type of psychological abuse has happened to all of my kids. Okay. So I've shared a little bit about Noah, and he lets me share some of his stuff. Okay. So the psychological abuse that was happening in his house was he was constantly being called a generational curse. Okay. And that's something fucked up to tell a kid all his life. Okay. And I'm grateful for his best friend Gavin. If it wasn't for his best friend Gavin saving his life, I wouldn't be here either. So Gavin, you saved Noah and you saved me that day. Okay? Because I was trying to find Noah, and if you didn't save him, I would have lost him. And if Daisy chained back to me and I found out he killed himself, I probably would have done it to myself. My kids would have lost me forever. The rest of my kids would have probably never found out. So thanks, Gavin. Amber is vindictive and says psychological bullshit. She's a narcissist, okay? She has basically brainwashed my kids into believing that I'm the bad guy. I didn't do shit, okay? Amber's the one snorting pills and smoking meth and all kinds of nasty, okay? And I still haven't been able to find Aiden. And Aiden's going to have to speak for Robbie as well. As soon as I get a hold of him and I can get him to open up, I'm pretty damn sure his mama said and did things to push him away from me. Okay? Because that was already happening before I got disconnected from them. And as far as Amanda, I'm sure Gabe would be seeing this first because he watches all my fucking videos. So go ahead and show Amanda because, well, she's abusive as fuck. And I know it. She operates out of fear. Okay? And she don't want to admit it. She's got a psychological issue where she's gone backwards 10, 15 years. Literally. She got with a guy that looks like me, but's fucking tall as fuck. And the only way he's getting away with being married to her is because he's a fucking big kid. And he's my son's age. Mike's age. Michael Stephen Phillips. 31 this year. How does that make you feel, Gabe? You married your mama. Congratulations. That in itself is also mental health issues. Seeking out a partner that is older like that shows insecurities, low self-esteem. Okay? And for someone to seek out a younger mate is looking for control, dictatorship, money, a slave, so on and so forth. Okay? At no point is driving a wedge between a bio father or the man that the kids picked as the dad energy and recognizes as dad energy, regardless if they admit it to mama or not. Yeah. I've been raising Allie over the fucking phone, internet, and fucking text the whole fucking time. I know by now, if you watching my videos, you should fucking know this by now. I love these kids, Amanda. There's nothing you can do about it. And I'm going to fucking correct your behavior this way, because it's the only way to get to you. To make it fucking public. And if I have to share this video on all the social media platforms you're bragging about being in Purvis, looking to be a babysitter, opening up a day camp that you took from my ideas, people are going to see the light one way or another. Okay? So, you can hide behind the Bible and memorize scripture all you damn want. I'm an ordained minister, and I don't even memorize scripture. I do as God tells me through prayer and meditation. It even tells you in the Bible. I'll look that up for another video. But the Word of God is for you to learn and study and to meditate and pray on. I'll find that exact scripture for you to read. Keeping kids from either side, okay? If it's the mother, keeping the kids from the dad or dad figure, okay? Those kids will have issues. Those kids will be keeping secrets from their mother forever. This kind of mother will discredit things to keep control. They will say and do other things to keep kids busy, to preoccupy them, to help try to get them to forget about the other parent, okay? Kids being kept super busy is that parent trying to keep the kid busy and not thinking about dad, okay? And saying all this, again, proves that these are the psychological issues of the parent that has the kids. Okay? This is not me bashing on any of the three parents of my kids, okay? I'm not bashing on the mothers of my kids. The mothers of my kids know this is me. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm informing you this is what you're doing. Okay? And for reference, my education has taken me 8 years to get this far. So, me referencing my schoolwork and other psychological mental health references, books, and websites is not me talking on my ass. This is me reviewing all of my learned knowledge, the education that I received. I'm trying to regurgitate it because I'm remembering. I'm trying to find these things and share it in hopes that maybe the 3 mothers that I have to deal with will grow the fuck up and understand what you did is wrong. One of you needs to grow the fuck up and get your driver's license. Yeah. Another one needs to grow the fuck up and realize you're my age and quit going after partners old enough to be my son. Another one needs to grow the fuck up and quit using drugs and being a fucking abusive narcissist and turn my kids against me because you're not getting my money. Okay? You all have psychological issues. You need to seek mental health. Yes. And for clarity, for all 3 mothers, even if you don't believe me, one by one, the kids are coming to dad. And yes, I understand kids are gotten adopted out. And I may not be the biological father. But I still love them. And I'm going to protect them with my fucking life. And they know it. Okay? So, I think that's about it. Just want to get that out there. I want the kids to hear this. All the kids are going to watch this. Okay? And for the boyfriends and spouses of the mothers I have to deal with, you're dumb as fuck for just getting with my ex. Yeah. One of the mothers is going to live a low lifestyle forever, probably. One of the mothers went backwards and she's stuck in 2 mortgages. And I'm fucking retired. I ain't got no mortgage. Okay? She didn't want to follow my financial plan. She wanted to go backwards. Go raise another boy. And fuck him. And marry him. And do things that you're supposed to be doing in your 30s, like getting a mortgage. At 45, no, you're fucked. And the other mother needs to grow the fuck up and realize you're my age. You need to quit being so fucking codependent. So, yeah, I think that's about it. I need to get this out. And again, to end this video, and I'm going to make this a video clip in the beginning. Okay? For Amanda and all the mothers I have to deal with, I sent you a message asking you plainly, if you do not want me to have contact with the kids, you need to literally type it out. If you do not give me a response, I'm just going to stay in contact with them. But going back behind my back and telling the kids they're not allowed to talk to me until they're 18, that's child support or child abuse. Okay? You want child support? Give me 50-50 custody. Give them the freedom to come home whenever they want. Yeah. For anybody else watching, you gotta get written words from the parent. If that parent doesn't want you to have contact with the kids and you don't have legal custody, you don't have any choice about it. But it has to be in writing. It can be on a social media message or a text message. As long as that message gets sent out and says, Jimmy, I want you to have contact with my kids. That's binding. and I've been waiting for a week. Okay. Now, Gabe, if you show her this video and she chooses to do that, okay, fine. I'm not going to contact them directly, but that's not going to stop them. Okay. So just think about that. They're already coming to me to complain about shit. All right, Gabe. And gentlemen out there starting over, do your best to do things legally. Get written notice that you're not allowed to have contact. If you don't, they don't have any legal right to fucking tell you no. Okay? What I mean by that is, if you do not have written notice saying you're not allowed to have contact prior to going to court, they can't complain about it in court. They don't have any legal right. Okay? Okay? Now, I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a creeper. So I'm not doing anything, doing stupid shit, illegal shit. All right? Be wise with what you're doing. Do things by the law per your state. And calling out bullshit like I did, calling out the abuse by fact, like I've been trying to from time to time, this is legitimate. No court can fucking deny that. You can look up every last fucking thing I said. So, just keep the wits about you. Do things by the law. Don't do anything stupid. Don't let this stuff upset you like it upsets me. I can't even fucking talk right now. Because it irks my nerves. It does. Because all of my kids are dealing with this. It's not just Ali, Zeke, and Adela. It's Aiden and Robbie. And Noah had to deal with it. Noah and I are cool now. He knows that mom was fucking fucking his mind and just thoroughly fucking with him. Allie understands the concept of shit now. We're good. I need to get back in touch with Zeke and find out if Adela was told no. And I gotta find Aiden to confirm what's going on. When you're doing the same thing, trying to search out your kids, take your time. Don't rush them. Make sure you stay consistent and they know you're there for them. That's the only way it's going to work. You have to stay consistent, stay in communication, and let them know that you are there. Just because you're not physically fucking there next to them. Just reach out through the fucking phone and say, hey bud, hey sweetie, I'm here. You doing okay? Call me at fucking 3 a.m. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling all my kids this here recently. If you need me, don't be fucking afraid to call me in the middle of fucking night. You don't worry about fucking if I got time to talk to you. No, I have all the fucking time to talk to my kids. Call me. Text me. Give your mom on the fucking finger. Get in your fucking wheels and drive. Doesn't matter. Zeke, you got 2 years if that's the fucking case. That's fucking wait until 18. You got 2 years. And legally, your mom can't fucking say shit right now. Because you were over 14. Okay? And it doesn't matter if Gabe adopted you. Okay? If you don't want to be there, you don't feel safe, you tell me. I'll come get you. Now, your sister is kind of... That's a fucked up situation. She's 12. That's a long time to wait for dad. You all have had to wait for me that long. But she never even got to grow up even a little bit with me. But anyway. I hope everybody gets the gist of things. I'm just babbling now. In 32 minutes, we're going to end this. I hope people understand what I had to read, understand my heart, my thoughts, and my frustration. I'm saying. And also, again, for all the dads out there starting over, Talk to your kids through the video like this. Get started. And once you find all their accounts, start tagging them by, like, even if you don't know their account now, post your videos talking to them. And then when you find out what their account is, you go back to your videos and in the comments, you tag your kids so your kids can come find your videos. Okay? That's what I was doing for a little while until I started putting them above my head, dedicating certain videos to certain kids. Okay? Be consistent, reach out, and make sure that you are known, you are there. Okay? Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, and I hope somebody out there hears my heart and understands that, ladies, you are doing wrong. If you're truly trying to change and do better with your life, honey, listen to me. You're being abusive. The kids are not doing good, and they're hiding it from you. Okay? So, talk to you later, folks.